Okay, so today I'm going to be showing you how to wrap mallets. I'm going to tell you the final outcome. Looks like this. Sorry if it's kind of hard to see. These are just Mike Bolter 23Rs. Look like this. So this is what you start with. We use these for vibes. I guess you could use them for the marimbas. So all you need is 3 basic things that you can get all at the dollar store. So first off is rubber bands. They're just the stretchy little ones that look like this. They're stretchy. Some pantyhose stockings that look like this. And some scissors. I recommend getting the Q size pantyhose because you get more. And I got this all at the dollar store, well, except the scissors. I got them at like Hobby Lobby. So what you're first going to do is cut off this elastic part right here, because you don't really need it. Just throw that away, put it on your wrist, make a pretty little bracelet for yourself. Boom. I'd say about 1 Q does maybe 2 pairs of mallets, maybe 3. What you're going to want to do is get your mallet, you put it over the opening like you're going to put a sock on, like this. And some things you don't want to do is have your remaining part have a bunch of excess, because that's just going to get in the way. And another thing you don't want to do is have it so small that you don't have any remaining. You want a little, but you don't want too much. So you're going to get your rubber band, and what you should do is pull it tight so it stays on. And you can do 4 of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, and make sure it's really tight. And if you can see any of the color, you can still see the little bit of the blue. Just pull it up, and it'll put a little more on. But you're going to try to keep all the wrinkles out, and if you need to, just pull it tight. So one thing you don't want to do is when you cut it, you pull it tight like this, and then just give it a little cut. And you're not going to want a lot of this extra. You should trim it so there's just a little bit like this, and then you can adjust it. What you don't want to do is have so little that it just pulls out. So about like that, that's okay. You just don't want like a huge thing of pantyhose. And then you get a nice mallet. So again, just stretch it over your mallet. Get your rubber band, put it over, 1, 2, 3, 4, and adjust it so it still looks pretty black, and then cut it, and then trim, and it'll look very nice. Since all mallets are different colors, well, most of them, it just gives it a more uniform look if everybody's mallets match and are black. And you can do this with bass drum mallets, gong mallets, unless they're already black, and then you don't really need to, because not every mallet is black. One thing that I recommend to stay clear of is getting the regular pantyhose that are black, because this material is more like a stocking. You can tell. This is just one layer of it. It's more like a stocking, and you can't really see through it. If you get the pantyhose, they're more expensive, and they don't last as long, and it takes twice as long, and it takes about 4 layers, and it just tears so much easier. So I recommend getting the stocking kind, and you can normally get these in a pack of like 3 or 4 at your dollar store, and that's pairs, not just like one. And if you're gonna do the bigger type mallets, like your bass drum mallets, you can use the toe for it, because see, my entire fist fits in there. And the only problem is the little, I don't know what you want to call that little part where your toe goes, the seam. It'll stick out, but that shouldn't really affect it. From the general look, it doesn't really make that much of a problem. But if you can, try to steer clear of doing that for here. Like if the seam's right here, that's just not going to give you a very good look. I mean, it won't like kill you, but it's not always the best. So that's just what our school does. Thanks for watching. Hope it helped.